It was supposed to be a simple road trip, so I decided to cut through the mountains to get to my uncle's house for a braai. I was just trying to escape the city for a bit, you know. But then the GPS froze, the signal was gone. The road, which was supposed to be a shortcut, started twisting into a dense forest. It got darker, tighter with every turn. This wasn't right. I was lost. The silence that hit me when I cut the engine wasn't peaceful. It felt heavy, like the whole forest was holding its breath, listening to me. That's when I saw a sign down in the mud. It said, "Welcome to Harrow Hollow," but there was no town, no sign of people. A little further down the road, a lone cabin stood against the dark sky. A single red lantern hung by the porch, swinging in the wind like a beacon calling. I should have kept driving, but I was lost and needed directions, so I stopped. The front door creaked open before I could even touch it. The air inside was thick with smell like something died long ago, and the walls were covered in masks. They were twisted, handmade faces, stitched together with wire, animal teeth, and scraps of leather. They stared at me from every corner. In the center of the main room was a table with a single plate. It had a small, raw piece of meat, still bleeding. Before I could process what I was seeing, a noise echoed from upstairs. A dragging sound, slow and heavy. I froze, my blood turning to ice. Then the lights went out. Took out my phone, turning on the flashlight. The beam shot up the stairs, and that's when I saw him. A tall, hulking figure, pale, bald head zombie with red eyes. He didn't say a word, just let out a low, guttural growl, more animal than human. He tilted his head, his unseen eyes fixed on me. In his hand, he held a rusted scythe. The blade was dark and wet. Then, he started coming down, one slow, heavy step at a time, like he had all the time in the world. I didn't wait to see what he wanted. I bolted out the door into the pitch-black mountain woods. Branches slapped my face as I ran for my life. But I wasn't alone. Something was running alongside me, keeping pace in the darkness. I could hear its breath, a low, wet, gurgling sound that never stopped. No matter how fast I was, it was keeping up. Then, a glimmer of hope ahead. I saw an old carnival tent with glowing, sickly red lights. I crashed in, looking for help. Inside, a circle of figures stood silently. They all looked pale and scary. For a moment, they were perfectly still. Then, all at once, every single head turned towards me. A broken, high-pitched laugh echoed through the tent. The harvester himself stepped out from the shadows, dragging his scythe along the dirt floor, the sound scraping against my bones. He pointed at me, and the zombie crowd began to move in slowly. Their footsteps were silent, but their breathing was all wrong. Too fast, too hungry. The ground beneath us started to tremble. The dirt floor of the tent split open, and something began to writhe below. It looked like roots, but they were made of rotting, discolored flesh. I froze, couldn't move. I couldn't believe this was happening. I could only watch in horror as the harvester gives this creature a piece of raw meat. The harvester knelt, whispering something into the corrupted soil. The ground shivered, as if it understood. I was paralyzed, blacked out, but the horror wasn't over. Woke up tied to a chair. The harvester was standing over me. There was a dead person next to that root creature. He fed his blood to the soil. The fleshy roots writhed and pulsed, feeding, but in that moment, he was distracted. My hands, bleeding, finally broke free from the ropes. I grabbed the only thing I could see, the red lantern, which was now sitting near the entrance. I smashed it on the floor. Oil and fire erupted, engulfing the tent, the harvester, zombies, the roots, everything. I didn't look back, didn't stop until the morning sun hit my face. I survived. They say the harvester still walks those woods. Every autumn, when the air smells like rust and rain, he comes out to find more souls for his harvest. People say the trees in that forest grow too tall, and their leaves are too red. Some say it's just a story. But if you're ever driving through those mountains, and you take a wrong turn, if you see a single red lantern swinging in the dark, don't stop, don't get out of the car, just drive, because he's already watching you, and once the harvester sees you, you're already part of the harvest.